We have not made a video in a long time, but this is going to be so good.
We look a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Yesterday we were talking about that phase, kind of like middle school
it was,
time for
well,
us.
Well, for us, it was probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. When we were in middle school, and then everyone had, like, Avril Lavigne hair. I personally...
It was, like, perfectly, like, parted right down the...
I
don't even know if I can still
about
do
the
it.
perfect, like, middle part
yeah, no, I
of
can't
my
do
hair.
It. Yeah, it had to be the very
Poker
center
straight,
of your head.
Middle part
no
of hair.
Bangs, no bangs. No bangs.
No bangs.
Just all, yeah.
And then, all of a sudden...
One day, like, I don't even know what happened.
Everyone had...
The swoopy bangs!
Swoopy bangs! Okay.
I remember getting on the train, and it was like, oh hey, those 2 girls have the same haircut. Ah, that's funny. They must have just got in and be like, hey, we're friends. Let's get the same haircut. And then it was like, oh my god.
Everyone
else has that. I guess
has that hair, and
I need the swoopy bangs.
I don't. And I remember I was playing soccer on this team, and all the soccer girls in our school are like
the exact same person, pretty much.
Yeah, and they're just, Anyways, and I was sort of the odd one out, because I've never been very cool.
Yep.
And I remember being on the soccer team, and, like, I remember looking at all those other girls and going, oh my fucking god, I need swoopy bangs.
Like, I won't be cool unless
no one
I
will
have
talk to me
bangs.
unless I have swoopy bangs.
And, like,
my hair.
I mean, like, it was just one of those things where I didn't even know
it
if my hair could
overnight.
do that, either.
Like,
I was like, does it part?
Can I...
How
just
far?
like,
how far? How far to the side do I part it? And how?
People think I have a comb over?
Do they swoop? Do they swoop like the other girls? Yeah.
I remember going into the hair place and being like, Mom, I need to get my hair cut right now!
Yeah, like it's urgent.
And I had long hair.
Do you want me to have friends?
I had long hair to, like, here. Mm-hmm. And I remember going in...
Stick straight all the time.
And then I remember going in right after one of the girls on my soccer team and being like, oh,
see what that girl has? I want the exact same thing.
I need the exact same hair. Well, and, like, they must have just, like, cut the same haircut.
Every day.
Every day. Like, if I were to go in and be like, swoopy bangs, bitch, they'd be like...
still know what you were talking about.
Done.
Because that's all they did at school and at, like, everywhere.
You're done. Out.
Like, if someone went in and was like, oh, can you cut my hair kind of, like, with the bangs all the way across? Or, like, I don't want bangs. They'd probably be like, no. Like, I don't know how to cut that. And I'm not going to cut that.
But,
because of me cutting that makes me, like, almost as uncool as you wanting
For not having...
swoopy bangs! My mom, yeah, this is really awkward, but, like, I don't have that motion down, so I kind of had to get my mom to help me strip my bangs. And it was like, oh, Mom, like, you want me to have friends and be cool, right? So, just, like, straighten them, just straight so that
don't curl the bud!
Don't, no, like, why the, like, whoa, why in the earth do you want them to go under like that? They're touching my eye, it hurts. Swoopy bangs don't do that. Swoopy bangs are magical and make everyone pretty.
Swoop,
you just and you're doing it to the bottom too.
Mom!
I didn't even tell you to touch that part of my hair.
Yeah.
God.
I remember when I was in, like, elementary school, I think I was probably, like, 10. Mm-hmm. Maybe even younger. I wouldn't brush my hair. I was a tomboy when I was in elementary school, which has kind of manifested itself as of recently. Anyways, not getting into that. But I had pretty long hair, and I wouldn't brush it. Like, I fucking hated brushing it, and my mom would, like, try and brush it, and I would just be like, get away from me! And so, when I was in about grade 3, I had boy hair. Like, I had, like, not a buzz cut, but, like...
Kind of, you went in and were like, oh, do you know the haircut? Because it was the same thing. All the boys had the same haircut. Kind of shaved down here, shaved and a bit longer on the top.
So I can, like, spike up the front. Except I didn't do that, because...
No, but that's just...
About hair.
No.
Trends was more the topic.
Yeah.
Just sort of things that happen overnight, and you're like, I need that to be cool.
The bracelets, the gummies, the gummy... These! I'm, in fact, wearing one. I'm not as cool because I don't have, like, the charms on them. But it was, like, girls had so many charms on them, and it was kind of like you knew what you knew about that person. Like, you were like, oh, you are from Africa, and you love
your
nature.
mom. You love your mom.
Yeah, you love your mom.
You play volleyball.
You play the ukulele. Bunnies are one of your favorite animals.
Your sister is an A+ student at
Harvard. You were born in May 1992. Your social security number. The other trend we were going to talk about, though, was the gummy bracelets.
They're like just like a tiny little circle of rubber.
And everybody had them. Everybody had them. Some documentary came out. Turned out when you break them, you have to perform sexual favors.
Yeah, they became sex bracelets.
And it was like, who did that? What 12-year-old girl was like, oh my god, you know, it'd be so funny. What if some guy broke this off of me and then I have to have sex with him?
The kind of 12-year-old girl who's actually...
Who first got the swoop?
Skidink!
Yeah. Yeah. And it was one of those things where it was like, you have to do it. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, you broke your sex bracelet.
I think, like, no one actually knew, like, what they meant. There was no, like, strict rules as to what they meant. But
well, there was,
each
but it
color,
was,
like, represented something, but no one actually, like, kept track of it
knowledge.
or anything. So it was like, yeah, well, you know what the black one means? And it's like, no, what is the black one?
Yeah, and it was like the po-po would come along and be like, I'm sorry, 13-year-old girl.
I know that your brother broke that by accident.
I know it didn't happen on purpose. It was just kind of like you were running, you were playing tag, and
he grabbed it and it snapped.
Oh my god, it was a black one. It was a black one. And what does the black mean? No one knows, but you know it means something bad, and you have to. You have to. That's why I threw all mine away.
Yeah.
And it was
would enforce it.
Yeah.
That is
polo shirts. Are something where it's I remember when it became popular, and I'm pretty sure like they're still kind of popular.
If you are wearing a polo shirt
or Bermuda shorts.
One topic at a time.
I had to get that out.
If you are wearing a polo shirt right now, or still own polo shirts, please
get rid of it. It is
put all of your polo shirts on and walk out in front of a car, because they are not nice.
To get rid of them.
They're So yeah, wrapping it up. Those are some trends that we've experienced.
Yeah.
Anyways,
if you guys want to give us suggestions of what to talk about,
and share your trends with us, because it's always really awesome, like remembering something and you're like,
oh my god, I have 7 of those. Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
You do. You had them.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't, you had no friends.
Yeah.
Anyways, ending the video. Bye, guys.
Bye.